Comics Plus, what up? How you doing? Akasan here.
What's up, some crew? DC-san.
Hey, it's Terry.
Hey, and we are
Gaming.
Black Wave. That too. Quiet in the realm. Don't forget the popcorn, sir.
No, waiting for it to
Catches them. Yep. Oh, okay. Anyways, it's time for Game of Thrones. After 2 long years, quiet in the realm, Game of Thrones is finally back for its final season. That is a shame, actually.
Yeah, it is.
6 episodes, I believe. Straight through. No breaks. Huh?
6, not 8.
6.
I'm pretty sure 6, yeah.
I was thinking
Because the last two seasons were, it was like 8, 7, and then 6 or something like that. So straight through, it's over in 6 weeks, and that is done. They came to my place, woke me up already.
Yeah.
Wake up!
Early in the morning and shit.
The realm is calling.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even call. They were just like, yo,
We here.
we here. It's time. Quiet in the realm. They've been talking for like an hour now about theories and
Character,
all
traits,
this other
and
stuff.
who's changed and developed, whose backstories and stuff we found interesting.
We see eye to eye on some characters and also have some very unique points of view on characters in complete opposite directions, which makes for good conversation. So
True. We should have recorded it, but we were just getting psyched. But anyways,
It all doesn't matter now because this episode.
it's about to happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the popcorn.
Speculation.
Speculation-wise, don't want to get into it too much. They had some interesting theories on who takes the throne and who should take the throne. Maybe if we have time, we'll make another separate episode for that. But for me, I'm just ready. Like, I don't really expect anything. I go into the void, empty. He said chaos and mayhem. So without further ado, full reaction on Patreon. Make sure to subscribe, support the channel. It goes a long way. You get the whole reaction, all the little commentary. Ultra Impulse, thank you for editing this for me, but definitely we wouldn't be able to fit everything in just 10 minutes, so I definitely implore upon you to support the channel and check out the full reaction, and we will have that available to you as well. Without further ado...
And don't forget to check out that Patreon, even though you said it.
And he
remind
said
yourselves to check it out again.
The popcorn is ready, the goblets are ready. He's got it much better. Look at this. I'm here with my struggle goblet and shit from Excalibur and shit. it was the closest thing I can get. He got turned up here.
I can't stop smiling because this is like amazingly beautiful.
We want to get some flags, but I don't know if I'll get them in time or if I should even order them. It's like $100. So we need a map. That's like we were talking about this last night in the recap situation. I need a map just to see where the fuck everybody is. But without further ado,
there is a free app that has it.
yeah, and I'm not looking at a laptop the whole time. Without further ado, I'm alright. The rage of Game of Thrones will satisfy me. Your latest reaction to Game of Thrones, the final season, episode 1, starts now.
Yeah!
I think it was suggestive.
Just a tease.
Let's get out!
Because when he does it, it's like, and then
I remember that HBO since Spawn.
Turn it
Oh
up.
damn! It's completely different.
Is this new? It's
Yeah.
new.
Dude,
Hey,
the wall is
broken
down.
wall.
It's darker.
Like that.
Ah.
Arya!
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
Look at that.
Yes!
Scrubs.
Nice.
Damn.
Targaryen.
Look at them, dude. Oh, this is the first time they've met since like season 1. Oh shit. I remember I left your ass for dead.
Yeah. I don't know why she's surprised. Just about.
Ah, Gendry. What up, Christian Bale?
We don't have time for all this.
Yeah.
The Night King has your dragon. He's one of them now. The wall has fallen. The dead march south.
Thank you, Brand. Keeping us straight.
She's like, wait, who are you?
Keeping us focused.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
But you're not, are you?
What?
You left Winterfell a king and came back a...
Sit the fuck down.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what you are now.
Whoa.
Nothing at all. North.
Oh, shit. Rah, 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 rah.
Next time we go up,
Yeah.
y'all coming with me.
Right?
I'm tired of having to...
Right? This is like the third fucking time he's had to try to explain this shit, man.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't seen what he's seen.
Full-grown dragons.
People.
What do dragons eat, anyway?
We'll find a way.
Whatever they want.
Come on.
Oh.
What the hell's going on?
That was a little undercut.
This is, Dragon Glass. Oh, dude, from the boat we were talking about, yeah.
Because no one wants to give up power. Everybody wants to be the leader. Sucks.
It's explosive.
lads.
Oh, okay.
Read every last bit of it.
You tell him, Christian Bale.
Precious, man.
I swear to God, he looks like him from Terminator.
Are these the last of the wagons?
You should be saying the same thing. We are all dead!
Oh, boy.
Yo, what's up, wifey?
Yeah, you're right.
I like how he rolls up and down slowly. Are they even still technically married?
I think so.
I used to think you were the cleverest man alive.
No.
She just told him how dumb
Yeah.
he is. If he
He
thinks
really
Cersei's
needs
gonna
to
send
see
her-
past that shit, yeah.
You need to open your mouth
And
and
he's
talk.
like,
You need to,
she telling the truth, bro.
yeah, you need to start briefing people of what you know, bro.
Right?
Come on. Magic, you know.
Yeah, she has grown. A lot.
If I ever use it. There was this one kid, he scared me, poked him in the chest.
That was my first. Oh, shit. I'll show you mine.
They cheated at dice. Or maybe I cheated. Someone cheated. They weren't good fighters.
I like that dude.
They were lesser men.
Ha! Nice. Nice!
Someone to
Nice! I like this dude, man.
someone challenging Cersei.
Yeah.
Nice.
Event that they do.
Wow.
They want you to take them out.
Kill Tyrion. With the same fucking crossbow!
She has a keen sense of poetic justice.
Yep.
That fucking family.
Oh
Yep.
my
The Citadel
God.
expelled me.
So,
Damn. The fuck? What the fuck? Oliver?
guess they did.
Oh, it's Theon's crew. You wanna go fly? We about to have an Aladdin moment? Do you trust me?
Get your ass up there.
What do I hold on to?
I was just thinking that.
Whatever you can.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yo.
Oh, that is so cool.
Too much right now.
We could stay 1,000 years.
You know, John
No one
likes his
finds us.
water and shit. Yeah. That's exactly what happened with his old girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep your queen warm.
Oh.
So about this,
I'm not a fan.
this
But-
dude applauding. You know,
Don't be hating on my dragons.
you know they're family, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, he's fucking his aunt right now.
And people like justify it. Like,
You left me to die.
First I robbed you.
you got something to say?
Don't call me that.
As you wish, milady.
Yeah.
That's how they used to talk back in the day.
Yeah,
Okay, I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
She fucking smiles.
Here's my...
Targaryen queen.
Come on, Sansa.
Do you think we can beat the army of the dead without her?
Right.
I fought them, Sansa. Twice. You want to worry about
Right.
who holds what title? I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Without her, we don't
Thank
stand
you.
a chance.
Don't look at him like that. God, man.
Generation, so it would have been mine anyway, eventually. But my father had
Look at those
other
eyes.
ideas.
Too soon?
Ooh. This is getting messy.
Not Randall Tarley.
Yes, Randall Tarley.
You know
My
him?
lady.
I killed those niggas.
We had a barbecue.
We have
He also takes and retain his lands and titles.
At least I'll be allowed home again,
That got me.
now that my brother's the Lord.
Fuck.
I killed that nigga too!
Your brother stood with your father.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is so
Thank you.
messy.
I feel bad for him.
For telling
I
me.
feel bad for him too.
Okay.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Let's do it. Let's fuck up DC's ship here. Like, no
That's
more.
so not cool, man. I'm so like.
Hey, is that Ed? Yeah, that's Ned.
Yeah.
Your mother was Lyanna Stark. And your father, your real father, was Rhaegar Targaryen. You've never been a bastard. You are Aegon Targaryen,
I'm really glad
true
you
heir to
told
the
me.
Iron Throne. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot to take in.
Hold on.
Are you sure? Look at him.
My father was the most honorable man I ever met.
That's...
And he never told me.
You said he lied to me on.
Alright guys, so we are back now. We have to take a fucking mental break.
Yeah.
And I have to make sure I get this full reaction available to you guys on Patreon. Make sure you check that out. So where do we go from here? I mean, the first and foremost for me, on a cinematic scale, the directing and the fucking camera work, the technical side of this was amazing. Like, I don't know if they're using, like, I actually wish, I've always been a fan of, like, behind the scenes, but I really do wish they would release all the information about the cameras they used and the grading, because the color grading was done really well. Like, it felt like I was watching a movie. I've said that about Game of Thrones before, but this particular episode, the crane shots that they were using, some of the drone shots, you mentioned it with when the dragons were flying.
Yeah, that
like,
looked like it was real.
Clean.
And they just put a dragon on it.
Either that was a drone shot or a helicopter shot, but I'm going to assume that was probably a drone shot. That was done really well. So I really thought that was done very well. So yeah, that's it. That's very, very well. Scripting, everything. The pace of the story, like one of my problems with last season was the pacing of the story. It looked like they were going like fucking 90 miles an hour and shit. Like they were just jumping so much, and I'm like, yo. Particularly for Game of Thrones, I was like, slow the fuck down. Like, hold on a second.
They were teleporting.
Yeah.
For this one, everyone was essentially in the same place.
And in the same day.
And let it just simmer. You know?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's establish what's going on.
Which is Game of Thrones' like biggest strength, I think.
Yeah.
You know?
But also because they did that, we know the proverbial fan's about to be hit within the next episode, because what else can you do?
Same thing, like kind of the calm before the storm.
Oh, definitely. Because right now it's like you have all these truths that are starting to come, and it's like, okay, you need to know this before the end, whether it be your end or the end of time, whatever, it doesn't matter. But this is the truth that you need to know. This is the truth you need to know. This is what you need to see and open your eyes, and that's going for our core characters.
Yeah.
Cersei, in order for her to survive, she's going to have to ally herself with someone. So she's done that with Euron. And then you've got Tyrion. He has to open his eyes and realize that, hey, look, your family is not going to have your back. because the only person that has had your back is Jaime, and for all you know, he's still down there in King's Landing. We know he's not.
Yeah.
But Tyrion doesn't know that. And then when it comes to Sansa and Arya, whatever rift that they have growing up, it's got to be squashed. And now they're closer than ever. But now Jon seems like an outsider, not just because of his heritage, but because he's with Daenerys.
Yeah, and his experiences too.
Yeah,
and in some form or fashion, now it's actually stated. Like now he knows he's not necessarily.
But he's not necessarily an outsider. Because
he's still Stark. Yeah, so he's actually.
He is a literal Targaryen because of his father and his mom.
Right, but he's a Targaryen. But I guess in some sense, that's kind of like he's both worlds, but none at the same.
Yeah,
that's the problem. He's he's more outside more than ever.
Told Theon long ago, where he's like, "You're not a Greyjoy, you're not a Stark, you're both." So in this case, he's not a Targaryen, he's not a Stark,
either.
He's both.
Because he can't like you already see the bridge, like him processing that shit. Like he said, like we said, he's like that's treason and shit. He can't go against his queen, but he does have the right.
He has to make the decision. Do I want that position? Which he said for the North, he doesn't.
Right. So you're talking about right though, but
or does he tell her and say, look, how do we work this out? Because technically, I am also in line to be king. The only way to squash that would be to literally marry, and then you both just rule. Otherwise, they're going to be button heads, because two dragons button is not going to work.
I mean, the way I see it is, and you brought it up earlier already, he's not interested. So in all likelihood, I think he's going to keep it to himself. But Dany's going to be like, what's up? Like, wait,
because he's going to be
you were into fucking me, and now suddenly you're holding back. Like, what's the truth? So someone's
going to tell her.
Yeah, somebody's going to find out soon.
I think Bran's going to tell her. Because Sam told Jon.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say that now that I really think about it, I think Jon might tell her. Because that's the only logical reason. Because she going to get mad. Like, wait a second. We were fucking. Now you like, what's up? Like, I need to tell you something. Like.
But how do we legitimize it, though? Even when they learned about it last, when they read these books and and then the flashbacks, there's one thing to say, hey, I'm apparently a Targaryen, but how do we legitimize that? How do we get her and everybody else to believe?
That's a good point.
That this is real. I mean, there are books.
There's books, but then you also have Bran, who tells exactly what happened. And if there's anyone that's still alive that was around during that time, they could potentially be like, okay, well, actually, this is true.
Nah, because I think everybody's dead.
Howland
like
Reed,
even the Maesters are dead.
We've not seen Howland Reed though.
Yeah.
So at the battle at the Tower of Joy. It was Ned and another dude.
And one of them survived.
Yeah.
Ned wasn't the only person that survived.
He's Jojen and Mira's dad.
Which we haven't seen. We've seen his kids, but we haven't seen him.
So maybe he knows.
Okay.
But, you know.
I mean,
that, and it's like at this point, even if he's like, hey, look, this is my lineage that I've been told and it's true, but I was raised to Stark, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he wants it. I mean,
I don't think he wants it.
In the end of the day, he doesn't want it.
But my thing is, he also doesn't want to lose her, and telling her means he's going to have to lose her.
Ooh, you think they're gonna keep that, and he's just gonna keep smoozing with his auntie?
No, that's what I mean. He's gonna tell her, and it's gonna stop.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah.
So here's
and he's got conflict all around him. Between the Walkers coming, the Lannisters not coming, his family that he's grown up with not getting along with the love of his life at this moment, until he tells her the truth, then he's stuck in the middle of everything.
Yeah. However, here's actually an interesting case. Dany may not care. I mean, she would be more concerned about her lineage of than she.
Because technically those are the last two.
I can see her being like Targaryens.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
She's like,
Dany will be like, what? Oh yeah, I fuck my brother all the time.
I thought I was gonna be with him.
Right. Like, because she doesn't really. I don't think actually Dany and the Targaryen side of things would ever really care.
It wouldn't be as bad as the Jaime and Cersei side, because those are brother and sister.
Yeah.
Whereas in this case, you have a house that's almost completely gone, and the only two that are there that we know of that are left alive are her and him.
Well, I mean, even in retrospect, I mean, we're talking about like what morally or whatever, but I'm just talking about the actual Westeros reputation. Nobody cared. Everybody knew Targaryens were inbred or ancestral, and then everybody knew that Cersei and Jaime were doing it. Just nobody really had proof, and nobody really cared
until it actually came out.
Right.
And then she's like, "Yeah, so what?"
Right, exactly.
We're bumping.
Exactly.
I got the power. Like, it didn't matter. At that point, she was already on top. She had
all her kids were dead. I think
she had allegiances. You know, there was no one was going to shake that up. Like,
no.
Yeah, there was like that's mainly. I mean, I don't remember who exactly said it. If it was the Spider or somebody else was like, he was just like, you really believe this bullshit of like people singing your praises and blah blah blah. Like, ain't nobody singing for your return to come back. He was talking. Somebody was telling Dany the real shit about like, yo, like nobody's gonna be welcoming you with open arms. Nobody cares. Either it was Littlefinger or the Spider. Basically, they were just like, people just want shit done, and they don't care who's doing it.
Yeah.
There's no loyalty. They just don't care. Yeah.
Probably the Spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we see that
Littlefinger doesn't talk to him.
Yeah, and we see that more with Littlefinger gave the latter speech, I think, Spider. And we see that earlier with Sansa reading the fucking note, if that's the real note. I'm pretty sure it is, though, about how pledging allegiances. No, she did, like, I say that because she read that shit the same way Littlefinger does that shit.
Yeah.
Reading, and she just kind of dropped it there. But is that the right one we saw? Or, you know, if she did that shit, that would have been different, too. Like, we see the North isn't really falling apart, but
it's not come together either.
Yeah,
and you got the White Walker army literally at their door.
Right.
So they're gonna end up having to fight, and then retreat, and whatever's left over is gonna end up having to deal with Cersei. And that's not gonna be good, and that's why I think a lot of good key characters.
So geography-wise, we're saying, what fucking house was that with the boy and the octopus and shit? Like,
it had the two chains.
Right, two chains. Two chains. Now was that the same boy we saw earlier?
That was running.
I feel like it was.
Right? I feel like it was because Umber, because he was supposed to run back to Hearthhome?
Oh!
To get his people down.
No, that's the different boy then. I was talking about the boy in the beginning that was running. That wasn't a lord. No way. Because that would have been his people. No.
Oh.
No, the guy that was the fucking boy that was on the wall was the one that Sansa sent to go get his people.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the boy in the beginning.
He's an Umber.
Yeah. And the Umbers were...
The boy in the beginning, don't know who it is, but it could have been the same boy because that's what Arya did in the beginning. Arya is a lord.
Yeah.
And she did that in the beginning, the first episode. Now, I'm not sure. I'll go back and watch it later.
Yeah.
But it could be the same boy.
Okay, I mean...
And if it is, that just makes that scene even darker. Because you see him running, and he's excited to see who's coming because that's what Arya did being at that age.
Okay.
Seeing who the royal people coming into their kingdom.
That's a good point.
Now he's supposed to go and warn the rest of his family and get them out.
Right.
And with all those legs, those aren't his legs and arms.
Right.
That means they didn't survive.
So what I'm also wondering is were the Umbers also the same person we were talking about it yesterday? That's who Robb killed, right? One of the Umbers.
Karstarks.
Oh.
So the Karstarks were the ones that killed the Lannisters' two young cousins.
Right. I remember that. But the Umbers were. I remember. Oh. Big John Umber and Small John. They're both dead, I think. I think Ramsay. No, yeah. The Big John died in
Great John Umber.
Yeah, Great John. They
and Small John Umber. Small John Umber is the one that died in the
Battle of the Bastards. Yeah.
Ned Umber.
Big John.
He
was
did die.
A piss.
He did die. That's him.
Okay.
He's the one that's on the wall.
Yeah, that was one of the Umbers. Yeah. So I don't
That's
know.
Rough.
Yeah, well, I mean it makes sense, but Big John took a piss at the Battle of the Bastards and he never came back. I mean, took a piss at the Red Wedding and he never came back.
Yeah, he walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's how he survived.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think in this. Wait, I think he was. Yeah, he hasn't come back yet. Anyways, I want to keep on track with the actual episode itself. So Sansa, we got that. Tyrion, we got that. We got the Onion King.
Yeah, because his position ends up being taken by Roose Bolton.
Right.
Yeah.
The Onion King. There was some sort of Onion Knight made. He was talking about a proposal, and they're trying to think about
getting those two married, which would make sense. Then Jon doesn't have to worry about taking the crown because Daenerys keeps it. They still command that army to do what they need to do.
Yeah.
And Sansa can be the Queen of the North.
Right.
Then he doesn't have to worry about taking the crown. That's the easiest.
It makes
but that ain't gonna happen because that's not Game of Thrones.
The only other thing I did want to point out is I just really loved how many parallels they had to the first season. The first episode particularly. Yeah. And then there were so many shots we saw, and Winterfell was like the place basically. So okay, it's okay. No problem. I'm gonna.
Last Hearth. That's the name of the place.
Oh. Where
that's
they
what
were?
I was looking for. Yeah, that's the one that the Umbra was sent to basically get the people out, and it didn't happen.
Okay.
I think I set the wrong
digital
name
map
earlier.
after that. There was something else I wanted to say, but I don't know. Anything else that sticks out that needs to be said? Old friend. I really like that, but
Gendry being there was nice.
Who? The blacksmith, Christian Bale.
Yeah. I like seeing him there interacting with Arya because the way that they interacted with
lots of
Zayn
throwbacks
is when they first met. And that chemistry between them was good. Now her meeting the Hound, if she keeps to her word, she said she's gonna put a sword through his eye.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm hoping what ends up happening is during the battle, those two are standing together.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Do you think that's what the weapon he was designing? It's like it looked like it's a two-piece type of thing,
and it comes off, and
some
one
sort
end
of
is dragon
projectile.
glass.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then Needler
would be interesting is if it's a dragon glass embedded whip. That'd be kind of interesting.
Needle
unnecessary though.
Yeah.
Well, who gave Needle to? Like, was it Ned or Jon?
Jon gave Needle to Arya. He had it made specifically for her because he was going to the wall.
And that's not Valyrian steel, right?
No.
Right. Okay.
No.
So it's just
as far as I know.
Okay, I thought
it was right.
Is
so
it?
No, it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
If it is, then I missed that. My bad.
But I vaguely remember.
I feel like it is because
that would be awesome.
He was stolen from her at one point at the Harrenhal castle.
Right.
That's right.
There's no reason for some dude to steal a sword if it's not Valyrian steel.
Yeah.
That's just my. I don't know.
Well,
I could
just
be wrong.
taking things of value.
True.
But then the way Arya,
it could be Valyrian steel.
But the way Arya was talking about was like, oh, she was like Valyrian steel.
She was like, oh, it's Valyrian
right.
steel.
He's like jealous, mine's bigger and shit like that.
Yeah. So it could be that hers is Valyrian steel and his is just a bigger, better sword in her eyes. Now that she is a trained warrior, but she's like, it's too
right. Because if I remember, like ice was broken down. Ice was broken down, and Tywin gave one to Joffrey, and I don't know what happened to that sword. All I remember is fucking cut some books up with it, and then the other one went to Jaime. Yeah, Jaime, and then Brienne has it now. So dragon glass and all that other shit.
It's not.
Okay.
It was just castle forged.
Okay.
Castle forged steel.
Right. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, I just remember it was important.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah, I know, right?
But she does have the Valyrian steel dagger.
Right.
The dagger The dagger she has is what Littlefinger had sent to kill her brother.
Oh yeah.
But she has it now.
All right, last one. Last point here is waiting for an old friend. I thought that was great.
Jaime.
That was I thought it was something different.
That was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's like just out here the whole day,
just chilling.
I'm assuming that he doesn't really know. He doesn't know exacts, so he just knows things will happen, but he doesn't know the exact times of things. So that's why he was out there the whole day.
Or maybe he does.
He knows everything
because he technically sees all timelines.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he sees, like, he's Doctor Strange in it. He sees things, but not the exact details of when it happens. That's why he knew Jamie was coming.
He just didn't know when he was coming.
Fucking that snow on his ass and shit.
Yeah. James, like, what's up, man?
I like it though. I like the fact that it ends again. These parallels to that first episode. It ends the same way. It ends the same way it begins, with like a flashback of like, you know, remember when I pushed your ass out that fucking and look at you now. The conversation between those two will be very interesting because
we're talking about Bran.
It won't be that deep. Brian be like, look, yeah, I know you pushed me. So anyways, this is what you need to do and this is what you need to say. Okay, let's move on. Because at this point, Brain doesn't care because he's disconnected.
Yeah, I know.
Which is kind of sad. It kind of breaks my heart. He's disconnected from everybody because he was a really, really interesting character, connected family-wise to everybody, but he's disconnected now. Yeah. So he's like, hey, look, it's just logic. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to say. You need to go over here. You need to do this. That's it.
That part in the beginning when John hugged him. Yeah. He's like, what's up? And John's like, wait, what? Like,
right. Yeah. Sansa was like, yeah.
I was like, never mind.
Yeah, she looks just like, yeah, he doesn't know.
Do you guys think Sansa is being too hard? Like, she's kind of back to being kind of bitchy Sansa.
I think she's being a little too stubborn in the wrong area.
Yes.
Like, what John has been saying all along, especially since this has started, is who cares about the titles? Work together, get your shit together, because there'll be no one left alive to actually carry the titles. Who cares?
And she should know better with the stubbornness and what she's been through. I can understand Lady Mormont acting like a fool. Okay, all right, little one. Like, at some point, you need to sit the fuck down.
Yeah, but that also kind of surprised me because she was all up, yo, we need to support him, knowing what he was leaving to go do.
Yeah.
And then he comes back just like, you gave up the crown. What?
That's a good point.
Like, what the F?
What crown? I don't see shit. Like we got stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. I feel like Sansa should have backed him a little more. Like,
I agree with that.
Like we talking family, right? Yeah. Look what I had to do for the family, guys. Like damn.
But in their mind, you got to remember. You also got to remember what Sansa has fucking been through. Like, she's lived most of her adult life with horrible families, the Lannisters, the Boltons,
but
like
she also
Littlefinger.
What John has been through and what John had to do to try and get them help, basic help.
Everything that Sansa's been through is important.
Yes, it is.
It is not as strong in weight as what John has been doing.
I won't say that it's not as strong in weight, but I will say that at this point in time, everyone's past doesn't matter.
But yes, when Jaime comes on board, hey, I'm here to help.
Right.
When Lannister.
But look, I understand. Look, I understand this, but we're looking through the perspective of John and people that went through some shit. You see Hardhome. After that should have been but if I look from the eyes of somebody who was basically the new Littlefinger, and from everything that all the shit that Sansa had to go through, she knows there's some shit out there, but at the same time, she doesn't want to ever go through a shitty life ever again.
But she won't have a shitty life if she doesn't get her shit together and help them, because then there's no army to protect anything that they care about. So then all these titles and entitlement and everything else that they love so much won't matter.
I get that. At the same time, we could say that the same argument for Dany then.
What do you mean?
Dany and her stubbornness as well.
Right. Because Dany's like, okay, I'm gonna help you, but she's like, yo, you better get your sister in line, or I'm like.
She didn't even finish that sentence.
Right.
She didn't finish this. But the other thing is, Dany is the one that brought the army. Dany is hard and all, but she did bring the army. She did bring the dragons. She did tell Jon she will give him help to help repel what's coming for his family and the rest of the 7 kingdoms. So given, she's doing the power trip, she's in the position of power. Fortunately or unfortunately, she's in the position of real power. It's like, look, I brought this for you. Let's get this done.
All right.
And all Sansa has to do is like, okay, look, for the time being, queen or not, let's band together, get this done. We'll deal with all that stuff afterwards. That's the smarter approach.
Smarter, but at the only thing I'll say about this is we have to also remember, as much as we love this side, the North, The North are some stubborn ass motherfuckers.
They are.
That's what fucking, like, as much as we love Ned Stark, that's the shit that got his ass killed. Because they see things very black and white. Yeah. And that's the kind of shit that
which is both good and very bad.
Yeah, exactly. It's that pride, but that shit'll get you all killed. Like, and I think there's
Lannisters also.
Yeah, they're. I would say
on the pride side, Lannisters are very prideful, but they'll do what they need to get something done.
But I will say, yeah,
if it benefits.
I would say Lannisters, it's more of a cockiness that they get caught up in that shit. Tywin was the only one about family,
and they know how to. Lannisters, even Tywin knows how to break a deal. To win the not so honorable way.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Red Dread Nation, stand up, speak up. Let us know. This was a long discussion, but it's definitely one of the because it's the first episode. It's been 2 goddamn years. 2 goddamn years. We will see you guys next week, and if you ever want to send some bannermen, our flags, or get me a giant map. That's what I really do need.
Put them there.
Fucking chess piece there, dude. Like,
may end up just either getting one from Amazon or going to Kinko's.
That's what I think. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Kinko's might be the easiest, or like.
They got flags at Kinko's.
No, like printing them out.
Excuse me. All right.
It might be the fastest, like print pack or something like that, because that shit's like $100. If we order it and have it shipped to Japan.
Yeah, because of shipping and all that stuff.
Fucking hey, man. Game of Thrones needs to be more popular in Japan.
I'll check it out.
Let's see. All right, guys. Thank you, WB. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you check out the Patreon for we did a reaction to the inside the episode and full reaction as well, and we will see you guys next week. We do need some sort of slogan or something.
Winter's here.